Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. PC23, and today I'm going to be diagnosing this HP Mini 210, let's see, 210-1041NR. Client said that it is not booting up into Windows, so let's see, just do a little overlook and see if it's been abused or not. It doesn't look so. It's to be nice and clean, and doesn't look to be any apparent damage. It was probably not hard drive shock, but we'll test it anyways. So we got the power cord here. Let's see what they gave me in the box. The Restore CD, which is going to be useful if worse comes to worse. FedEx shipping, which I don't care about. The order for the recovery kit is going to be Windows XP Home Edition 32-bit. This laptop is run on Intel Atom. What is it, 250 or something like that? What is it, 255, I believe? Yeah, so all the documentation and all that crap. Yeah, so nothing of consequence. And then I've got a DVD drive and an external power supply for it. So it's got a Molex, and then I can use a Molex to SATA connector if I need to, but not with this DVD drive. It's IDE. And then I have my IDE/SATA to USB converter. So since this does not have a disk drive, as you can tell, since it's a netbook, I might have to use that to do the restore. First, let's see what's wrong with it. Sorry, my cat's down here, and so is my dog, and they're happy to see me since I just got home. I'll change this a little bit so you can see it better. There we go. So looks like they tried to boot it, and it says starting to Windows normally. Might as well try that. Starting Windows XP. And it BSOD'd really quickly. Far too quick to get an error code to look up. So, let's try it in safe mode. Starting to boot up. Loading all the drivers, and it BSOD'd. So I'm assuming it's a driver-related issue. Alright. Restart this, and we'll hop into the BIOS, which is the escape key on this HP Mini 210, and then we press F10. Shut up, Peanut, I'm not Linus, I'm not supposed to have cats in my videos. Okay, let's see, we go over to Diagnostics, run the hard drive test. So we'll come back when this is done. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what it looks like. Alright, I'm going to come back when this is done and tell you what it says. Alright, so nothing of consequence came from that. It said that the hard drive was okay. So next, I'm just going to do this little integrated memory test. Yes. We shall let the memory test run, and I will come back with the details on it. Alright, so it looks like the memory test passed A-OK. So we'll just run through these settings. Alright, so it's a HP Mini 210-1000, so it says in the BIOS. Intel Atom at 1.66 GHz, 1 GB of RAM, and integrated graphics. So, boot options. Make sure it's set to boot. Okay. So, we can boot from CD-ROM, boot from floppy. We don't really have a floppy, but it might recognize it as a floppy, so we'll leave it. It'll boot from USB diskette or USB hard drive, USB CD-ROM drive, notebook hard drive, USB floppy. Okay, so that's all set. We will plug this in, and we'll come back when it's all set up and ready to. So now that we have it all hooked up, I am going to tear open this Restore CD. Let's see, Windows XP Home Edition, and what else? Windows XP Home Edition. Oh, just one of two. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, you know what? It's probably all the bloatware they throw on there because they're bad people. Oh well, people need funding. It's not cheap to run a company. Yes, we will save changes and exit and see what we get. Just double check that this is even recording. The DVD drive sucks, so it's... Nope. We'll have to boot in the BIOS, or press the F10 key. No, escape, sorry. That gives you all the options. Alright, we're going to do F9 for boot devices. As this DVD drive eats the DVD. There we are. That's not right. Alright, let's see. I had good experiences with these HP minis in the past, so we'll even bring this down one less. There's F5 to go down. Okay. Come on, boot from that drive, please. If not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the ISO off of there. Oh shit, how am I going to do this? Yeah, I'll try that. Rip the ISO off of the first CD, put it on the flash drive, and then try to boot from the flash drive. Alright. You know what? Let's just try system recovery. Oh, shit. Wow. So, the key to booting from the CD through USB, or any drive, or I guess it's only USB, is to go to system recovery instead of trying to boot from a USB drive, or what it says USB. So yeah, if you have this HP Mini 210 or whatever the hell it is, I don't care, press system recovery instead of wasting your time. So yeah, we'll let the files load up, and let's take a look at what this bloated version of Windows XP will look like. I'd be upgrading to Windows 7 for her, but I don't think she wants to pay $100, and I'm not going to go out and grab a key. Alright, so it looks like it's loading Windows Vista, but we know it's not because it says Windows XP. I don't think you can even see that, but whatever, I don't care. Yeah, the reason I'm formatting this and not trying to like find the .dll, oh, fucking stove is at the right temp, not find the right .dll or whatever driver was the SYS that was missing or corrupt or whatever, if there was viruses. She doesn't care. She just uses it to surf the net. She doesn't have any photos, any music, any data that she really wants on there. So yeah, she doesn't really care about it working from the original operating system to have all of her programs and crap. She just wants to be able to surf the net. So, alright, it is plugged in. Checking the system. Let's see if you can see this. I'll zoom in a little bit. It's a little command prompt. You know what, you probably can't see it. Anyway, it's a little command prompt, and it says checking the system after being prompted to make sure that you have the AC adapter plugged in. Wow, I sounded like 3D Game Man right there. While that is going, I am going to put in the lasagna and come back. So, as you can see, it is copying the disk data from disk 1. It's just pretty much a little .bat file that they are running, and just anyone can make, I guess. So, yeah, it's not that complicated. I'm going to let this run through while my lasagna cooks and it does its thing. The disk drive is freaking out. Yeah. So, hopefully there will be an update on this, and hopefully it'll be successful. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes, maybe a little bit less, and it prompted me to open the DVD drive and pop in the next CD, and then hit any key, and that if it didn't work, to make sure that the DVD was not broken. And it is not broken, luckily, and it's copying all of it. Wow, that was so pointless to have another DVD. Wow, that is just so wasteful. They couldn't fit that, what, 2 megs of data on the other one? No one wants your Avast or McAfee free antivirus. Alright, so it is doing the restoring process, which is just formatting and reinstalling it. So, it's at 3%, 4%. Estimated time, 6 minutes. Alright, I'm hoping that's 6 minutes and not 6 hours, otherwise this is gonna suck. So yeah, we will come back when this is done. Alright, so the lasagna is done, and so is this. The system recovery is complete. Please remove the recovery media and press any key to reboot the system. So, I'm going to take this out, close it, unplug it, and press enter. Because enter is the default any key. It is to me anyways. Let's see if this boots. And if it boots, how much bloatware do we get with this system restore? Alright, so it's starting into Windows XP. So far so good. I'll zoom out a bit. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh well. That one's plugged into the... There we go. I'm just unplugging all of my stuff. Oh, it's still doing setup. That's stupid. Whatever. As long as it works, I don't care. I'm going to get myself some lasagna while we wait. Alright, so it looks like it's booting into Windows XP now. Or it says please wait, but I'm assuming it's booting. It has a 5400 RPM drive, so it's nice and slow. I'm going to put this lasagna back in the oven so it stays warm. I want you to enjoy watching that story. Okay, so. Fill Microsoft configuration. Next. Oh, we have this fun little music. Next. I thought it doesn't even fill the whole screen. I said next. There we go. Not Pacific. We are Eastern. There we are. Thank you. Whoa, mouse is spazzing out. I accept the end user license agreements. I don't actually read them. I don't think anyone does. Wow, this touchpad kind of sucks. Oh well, it's a netbook, what do you expect? Oh, you know what? My dad had one of the same sort of touchpads. You can't be touching at the same time and using the touchpad to move, otherwise it like jumps. Alright, computer name. That's not what we want. We want HP Netbook. I do like the chippy keyboard though. Description. This is a netbook. Coolio. I can't have spaces. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's awesome. Oh, it still don't work yet. Alright, so this is nice and slow. Aha! User, admin. Ooh, don't want to capitalize that D. Sorry, you can't press enter. Finish! Yay, we're done! Right? Probably not. Put my oven mitts over here. Alright, I guess it's restarting. Cool. Ooh, this is not restarting, it's just loading in. That's a nice little background you got there. Now it's restarting. Wow, the battery on my camera sucks. It was at almost full before I started these recordings, and it's down to 1/4. Alright, so we're going to let this boot into Windows, which is relatively fast since it's a clean install, and Windows XP is sort of small. Crap, we're going to have to do that little HP setup thing, aren't we? Maybe, maybe not. Let's hope not. Come on. You're a netbook. You don't have a P3 in there. You have an Intel Atom, the world's fastest crappy processor. No, Intel Atom sucks. Just go with an APU. Wow, this video is going to be long and a massive file. I'm so used to my SSD now. I've only had it for like 3 days, but oh, this is torture. Oh, software is being installed. Awesome. I'm not going to record through that. You can see it when we come. Alright, so it looks like it's finally done. And no, we don't want you to remind me later. Go away. Go away. There we go. Excuse me. Media stream. No. No. Bloatware. Go away. Yes, I really want to quit media stream. Alright, let's connect you to the network. So, yeah, it looks like it's running fine now, and whatever the issue was, it's not there anymore. So, this has been my fixing of the